and welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Pick by Smith. This one for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Booker. Beyond the arc. And the Hawks with another three.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Morant looking for an opening. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. Launches a three. Okongwu with the rebound. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Here's Green, following the score by Atlanta.
What a defensive effort. Not only pressuring the shooter, but also collecting the miss.
Picked up by Okongwu. Outside Booker. The three is up. Counted from distance.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking
and Denver making a change here. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
And then Morant with the jam.
Yeah, and Morant just makes it look so easy pulling off a move like that. Unreal.
Outside Murray. Pass to McDaniels. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Out to the wing. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Pass to Klingon. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Jokic. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, this is the touch Jokic possesses. He can attack successfully from anywhere.
Last season, Nikola Jokic averaged a triple-double. The first big man to ever do it, Coach.
And only the third player to ever do it. I mean, in one of these games, BA, he had 30 points, 22 assists, and 21 rebounds. This guy's from another planet.
And then Morant with the dunk.
The best dunking point guard in the game, Ja Morant.
Pass to Klingon. 4-3. They get the rebound. Outside Watson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Murray. Clock at 6. On target from range.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pass to Klingon. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Klingon's got his second basket on the night.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Atlanta. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Atlanta making a change here.
Number 19.
Atlanta leading by 13. They set the pick. Back to Reeves. Puts up a three. Washington grabs the miss. And so here is Denver. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Guys, back to you.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Outside, Green. Pass to Diabate. Now here's Powell. There's a screen. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Exum. Atlanta leading by 14. To the paint. Back to Smith. Stolen by Miller. Down low. Out to Powell. Rebound Atlanta.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Inside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, there was some nice rhythm to that play. And Reeves with a perfect pass.
Here's Green. Oh!
Wow!
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Outside Reeves. There's a screen. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So both teams making some changes here. Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Miller. No good. And Reeves has got the ball here for Atlanta. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
A minute 20 left in the second. Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Picked by Murray. Back to Booker. Outside Murray. Fires the three. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Murray's got 6.
Showing off his mechanics. Murray with a smooth motion off the catch and shoot.
Here's Jokic. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 15. Picked up by Okongwu. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, in that two-player action, I really like Okongwu as the big man. He moves really well.
Finding some room inside Green.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Booker for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Okongwu. The fadeaway J is off the mark. And so it's Atlanta. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage. Well, if you don't put a body on Okongwu, you're asking for trouble.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Morant from deep. Jokic. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Jokic has got 8 points.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Okongwu. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 18. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Bridges outside. Pass to Green. Out to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And that's 10 points for Nikola Jokic.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
To the middle. Barnes. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Klingon. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to McDaniels. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Klingon with a screen. The 3, Smith. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Morant with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Basket's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Over to the wing. For 3, Klingon. Drills it from deep. Klingon's got 7 points in the game.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Bridges outside. Launches it. The rebound by the Hawks. They led the game at one point by 20. Picked by Murray. Outside Reeves. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Here's Exum. Offline with a 3. Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Barnes. Nice move inside from Barnes.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality. Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots. Yeah, and Clingan is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
Ja steps on the gas. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 10.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
From deep, Reeves drains the triple. And the Hawks lead by 14.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Jokic. Again, Denver scores. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Outside Reeves. Picked by Murray. Lets it go from deep. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Atlanta. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Atlanta leading by 15. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Really left him alone that time.
And this is why you run plays for your shooters. Look at the damage Reeves has done with a little room.
Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Back to Murray. Pass to Reeves. Here's the 3. Diamante grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 18. Inside. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Outside Murray. Into the lane. Throws it down. And the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. P.J. Washington picks one up. And Murray, no good on that one. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that have little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
The Hawks lead by 16. Here's the Kongwu. Now McDaniels. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Oh, touches it off the glass.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
It's 2-on-1.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
Jabari Smith, 20 feet away and no problem.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Green. .149 left to play in the fourth. 4-3. The Joker knocks it down.
I don't think there's a set that Jokic doesn't thrive in. The pick and roll's almost too easy for him.
Booker. Using the glass to lay it in.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Up top, Morant. 5 to shoot. McDaniels with a rebound.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hawks.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Now here's Jokic. And again, it's Denver missing. And here's Booker. So we see the Hawks taking the W.